So here's the thing. The AirPods you use every day can actually do way more than you realize. Most people just use them for basic stuff like listening to music, picking up a call, or watching a video. But honestly, there is a lot of power packed inside these tiny white stems that goes completely unnoticed. Whether you're using the regular AirPods or the AirPods Pro 2, there are smart controls, personalization options, and even gesture-based tricks that can completely change how you use them. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know. Even if you've been using AirPods for years, I'm sure you'll find something new. So let's get started. Let's start with the basics. What are AirPods actually capable of? At their core, AirPods are Apple's wireless earbuds that pair seamlessly with your iPhone, iPad, Mac, and even Apple TV. They're known for being convenient, but what makes them really stand out is just how well they integrate into Apple ecosystem. Instead of physical buttons like old wired earphones, AirPods rely on taps, sensors, and microphones that adjust automatically depending on your surroundings. And behind the scenes, there are some pretty advanced features, things like adaptive audio, personalized volume, and audio sharing that many people don't even realize exists. Now, let's talk about how you actually control your AirPods. If you're using models with a force sensor like the AirPods Pro or the 3rd gen AirPods, your primary interactions are through simple press gestures. A single press will play or pause your audio or answer and end calls. Double pressing skips to the next track, while a triple press will take you back to the previous one. But the most powerful gesture is the press and hold. And this is where things get interesting. You can use this to toggle between active noise cancellation, transparency mode, or even the newer adaptive audio. You can also set it to activate Siri if that's more of your style. The best part is, these gestures are customizable. Just head into your Bluetooth setting, tap the little eye next to your AirPods, and make them behave exactly the way you want. If you have the AirPods Pro 2, you can also get the access to something really futuristic that's called head gestures. Yes, Apple has added a feature where you can literally nod or shake your head to interact with Siri. So when Siri asks you if you want to reply to a message, you can just nod your head for yes or shake it for no. This is perfect for times when you don't want to speak out loud, like when you're working out, cooking, or you're in a quiet space. It feels subtle and effortless. This works even when you receive a call. You can just nod to pick the call or shake to reject the call. Let's move on to something I personally love, the personalized audio features. Apple has designed AirPods to adapt to you, not just play sound. One of the features is personalized volume. What it does is learn how loud you typically like your audio in different environments and then adjust volume automatically. So if you're walking down a busy street, your music might get slightly louder, but in a quiet room, it'll dial down without you even noticing it. Then there is something called headphone accommodations. This is tucked away in settings under accessibility, but it's incredibly useful. You can fine-tune your audio to boost softer sounds, enhance voices, or even adjust your overall tone to feel warmer or brighter. It's especially helpful if you have mild hearing difficulties or if you're just picky about how your music or podcast sound. Now, here's a setting most people don't even know exists: the microphone setting on your AirPods. By default, your AirPods automatically switch between left and right microphone to give you the clearest sound. But you can actually override this and choose which AirPods act as a microphone. This is super handy if you're only wearing one AirPod or if one mic sounds clearer than the other. Just head to your Bluetooth setting, tap the eye next to the AirPods, and you will see the microphone options there. And if you've ever lost your AirPods, the Find My app can actually help you track them down. You can view their last known location, make them play a sound, and even get walking directions to where they were last connected. And honestly, this is one of those features you don't appreciate until you actually need it, especially if your kids like to borrow your AirPods and forget where they've left them. Now, let's quickly talk about something people often overlook: the AirPods case. There's actually a hidden button built into it. It's not a physical button you can see in the latest model. In older models, you can see the button. If you press or tap near the charging indicator light, you will trigger manual pairing mode. This is especially helpful when you're trying to connect your AirPods to something like an Android phone or a Windows laptop. Just open the case, double tap near the light and wait for the white light to start flashing. That means they are ready to pair. Speaking of sharing, let me tell you about one of my favorite features, audio sharing. This one's perfect for long flights or late night movie watching. You can connect 2 pairs of AirPods to the same iPhone or iPad and start listening to the same audio at the same time. You just connect your AirPods like you normally do. Then bring the second pair close to the device. You will see a prompt that says share audio, and once you tap that, both sets of AirPods will be synced. Each listener can also control their own volume too, which is super thoughtful. Now, if you're wondering how to check your AirPods battery level, there are actually a few ways to do that. You can open the case near your iPhone and a pop-up will show you the battery percentage for both the earbuds and the case. You can also add the batteries widgets to your home screen for a quick glance. Or you can go into Bluetooth settings, tap the eye next to the AirPods to see more details. And here's a quick battery tip. When you're not using your AirPods, just pop them back into the case and close the lid. It helps preserve battery life more than you think. If you want to personalize your AirPods even more, you can give them a custom name. Just go into Bluetooth settings, tap the eye next to the AirPods and change the name. I've renamed mine to Anjana Pods. It also helps you identify your pair when there are multiple AirPods nearby, especially in a house full of Apple users. And yes, you can also use your AirPods with multiple devices. They pair with iPhones, iPads, Macs, Apple Watches, Apple TV and Android phones and Windows PCs too. Now, automatic switching is only supported between Apple devices that is signed in with the same iCloud account, but if you're switching between other platforms, you can still connect manually. It makes AirPods a pretty versatile everyday accessory across all your devices. Okay, before we wrap up, here's one last tip for new users. You can customize what the press and hold action does on each AirPods. Go into settings again, tap the eye next to AirPods and choose what you want each side to do. I personally have my left AirPods set to activate Siri and the right one to toggle between noise control modes. So I get the best of both the worlds depending on what I need. And that was a lot of tips. But now we have got a full look at everything what your AirPods can actually do. From gesture controls to personalized sound, hidden settings to family-friendly features, there is so much more than just play and pause. Let me know in the comments if you have learned something new today or if you have your own AirPods tip that I didn't mention. I'm always curious to learn what features you're using. If this video helped you out, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more practice.